What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Pupil's fucking life, dude. I'm the pupil, right? Some fucking kind of social experiment that we're doing here. Just putting my life on broadcast. What's going on, man? What the fuck is going on with the world? I wish that I don't, dude. I was going to say I wish that I knew what was going on more. But the truth is, I'm pretty happy with my level of knowledge at this time. You know, I don't know who's upset at who. I don't know who's yelling at who or who's being canceled by who, whose friends are betraying who. All I know, dude, is that fucking aliens are real, apparently. Like, what the fuck? Nobody's talking about that, man. That's fucking crazy, dude. Like, I don't know. I think we all kind of knew, you know? It's like one of those things like religion, right? Where, like, there's so many people that believe in it that you're just like, dude, there's got to be something to this, you know? Maybe it's not all black and white, right? Like the way that they say it is. But it's not just science fiction either. You know, like, I don't know, dude. You can't just, where does an idea come from? You know, whoever fucking shot Close Encounters of the Third Kind or whatever the first Alien movie was, there had to be, you know, they took from the hieroglyphs of the ancient fucking Mayans or ancient civilizations or whatever. And they must have seen something. I don't know, dude. It's just fucking wild that it's confirmed that something on this earth got here that is not from this earth and that we've acquired it. I don't know, man. It's wild. It's fucking... It's just gonna get even wilder, I think. Like, I wanted, when Elon Musk went on the Joe Rogan, fucking, I should do like speaking exercises before each podcast, you know, like, Sally sold some seashells by the sea. When Elon Musk went on the Joe Rogan podcast for the second time and he was like, dude, I've got this microchip that I'm working on that's going to be the new iPhone. I was like, dude, that's like, he said it was like 10 to 50 years away or some shit. And I was like, nah, come on, man. You know, I didn't want to accept it. And now that they're like, there are UFOs in our possession, I'm like, all right, maybe the future that I don't want to live in is already here, you know? And I don't know how I feel about it, man. Because on one hand, there's still, you know, you look at fucking, that's the thing, dude. You look at fucking YouTube, you listen to one of Joe Rogan's podcasts and you're like, dude, what the fuck? The world is crazy. A meteor could fall and kill us all from one day to the other. And then you look at something like LinkedIn and you're just like, oh, dude, shit's tight. Like, we're fine. There's good people doing good things. Everything's going to be all right. Like, I don't know. Like, YouTube is like that friend that gets fucking, at least from where I went to school, it's like that friend that gets fucking pulled out of the classroom while he's spitting at the vice principal in the face. And then LinkedIn is fucking, you know, the girl that's always got the homework done. Like, the girl that always has the beautiful maps drawn out and fucking all the rivers measured to scale. Yeah, man. If you're not on LinkedIn, you should spend more time on LinkedIn. You know, just follow some people there that are doing good things, and you'll start to think like, man, all right, world's not half bad. But yeah, man, what the fuck? Are you guys still taking in the news and like driving yourselves insane, dude? It's insane, dude. Like, dude, remember like 2 months ago when I was fucking all I talked about was coronavirus and like Chris D'Elia or, just politics, dude. The disinfectant, dude. The people were fucking shooting up disinfectant. It's like, how many people actually did that, And how much of it was just a headline that some fucktard in South Florida shot up disinfectant, and then they were like, people are doing this. Like, person is doing this. Yeah, man, I don't know. What do you guys think about all this? What are you up to? Is there a fucking holiday? Like, what's happened to holidays? We had July 4th recently. I've got the sniffles, dude, like usual. It's my Sunday sniffles. Maybe I should maybe that's what I should call the podcast, the Sunday Sniffles. I should start another podcast and call it the Sunday Sniffles. What was I saying, man? Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I forget who it was. Yeah, it was my friend Megan. Dude, I love her so much. She was on the podcast, but she was over at my house. We were hanging out on Wednesday, and we started talking about just, like, the future. And she said, like, come November, things are going to get real weird. And I was like, wait, why November? And she's like, the elections. Dude, like, that's how fucking aloof I am, if that's even the right word. But also, like, the elections, dude. The elections, smelections, dude. What about the elections, Are you going to let people freaking out make you freak out? Do we not all agree that fucking politics is a fucking game, dude? It's a fucking game. Like, tell me that companies, dude, like fucking Apple, dude, Tesla, nonprofits like Austin Pets Alive, dude, fucking tell me that those companies haven't had more of an impact than fucking Donald Trump tweeting like, oh, I just got head from my fucking maid. Go the U.S. and people being like, fuck you, Donald Trump. And then other people being like, fuck you for saying fuck you, Donald Trump. He's our president. Politics, dude, is dude, I actually fucking I've been using Twitter more in the sense of like I've been like LinkedIn, right? I'm not on Twitter fucking following, e-news and shit. But I'm on Twitter fucking like this dude posted children's answers to the question, what is politics? Bernadette, age 9. Politics is killing. Natalie, age 10. Politics are people who work in the FBI or something like that. Haley, age 9. When someone says, I'll give you 5 gold pieces if you will vote for me, and then the person votes for him and then asks the person for the gold pieces and does not get them. Dude, Haley's fucking got it going, man. She knows what's up. She's 9, dude. And she knows more what's up than you do. You're fucking, like, voting and you're like, dude, traffic is gonna get fixed in Austin, bro. If you vote for legislation 3.4, I'm gonna get my traffic cleared. And Haley is just like, dude, you're not gonna get the gold pieces, dude. You're not gonna get it. Jessica, age 10. A bunch of adults fighting. Candace, age 9. Politics is a group of people that kill people. Lindsay, age... I don't know why all of these are women, dude. Like, there's one fucking guy And it just shows you that, fucking, I don't know, women are smarter than men. Politics is a lot of dumb people fighting to rule the country. Lindsay, age 11. Politics are fat people who wear Politics are fat people who wear expensive suits and argue all day and get paid for it. Kate, age 12. Dude, somebody should cancel Kate for saying the word fat. I'm triggered, man. I'm fucking triggered. Dude, imagine. Didn't they say some shit like that? Like, 8-year-olds have to be wearing masks or they're, like, liable for fucking $800 fines. Like, now you're 8 years old, dude. You're fucking responsible for wearing a mask in public, or you're gonna get fucking your whole piggy bank shattered into pieces, dude. And your dream of buying that new Lego or that fucking... You're gonna go in debt with your parents, dude. You're gonna go into debt with your fucking mom and dad at 8 years old because you didn't put on a piece of fabric over your face. And then, dude, of course, dude, the last one is the most condescending one, and it's the guy. Mark, age 11. A politics is a person with a small brain, dude. Dude, a politics. It's not even just politics. A politics. Oh man. That's the reason that people should use Twitter, not to fucking like incite violence, but just to have a good old laugh about whatever it is that you think is funny, man. And I think politics are funny. Fuck me, dude. Day 3 or podcast 3 since last sneeze. Or wait, no, fucking every podcast has had a sneeze. It's not how it works, Nick. Yeah, man, I think politics are funny, but not like Saturday Night Live thinks politics are funny. Like, I don't want to start doing political sketches, dude. I'm just saying politics is funny because, what did Marx say, dude? Politics is a person with a small brain, dude. It's just, and it's not just that, it's people telling you that you have a small brain because you're not into politics, dude. It's fucking crazy, man. That tweet sums politics up. Fucking, dude, I was talking to my childhood friend, Amelia, and she made a point that I had never, like, worded the way that she did, but I liked it, man, and I think I'm gonna keep it. She said, because she listened to one of my recent episodes, she was like, so you go by Nick now, right? Because I grew up going by Niko. Hey, Niko, ¿qué pedo, güey? Like, that's what people always said to me. Like, hey, ¿qué pedo, Niko? Which is just like, what's up, Niko? and I went by Nick when I moved to, I think when I moved for college, when I went to Ventura, Camarillo. People don't know fucking what Camarillo is, though, so I say Ventura, California. When I went to Ventura, California, to Channel Islands University, I decided, dude, now I'm going to be Nick. And so I told people, my name is Nick, not Niko, dude. My name is Nick. And she said, so you go by Nick, and you used to go by Niko, and it's kind of like this duality of, like, she said, Niko is in a lot of pain, but Nick is healing. And I was like, damn, Nick is still in a lot of pain, dude. Nick still experiences pain, but Nick is healing. Niko, I don't know how much Niko was healing, man. I think Niko was fucking like, dude, if Niko, dude, if I had stayed Niko, like if people called me Niko, dude, that sounds so fucking weird. If people called me Niko to this day, I think I would be fucking like, I'd probably have tried heroin already. No, not that intense. I don't think I would ever do that. I don't think, like, what would my life have to get to for me to try heroin, dude? That's a good thought experiment. But no, dude, for sure. Like, dude, it sucks when you have like a sneeze building, and you know, like, everything you say up until the sneeze is just filler, right? Dude, this whole podcast is just filler, you know? It's so fucking... It doesn't matter. Fucking wrap it up, dude. I'm becoming more effeminate, dude. Wrap it up. What was I saying, dude? Niko, yeah. Dude, if I was still... I think she was on point, Amelia, is what I'm trying to say. I just had never put it that way, right? Like, I had never noticed that I did shift my identity in a way. Or not my identity, but I had a very tangible way that I decided I'm going to shift my identity. And I had never acknowledged it. Like, I just was like, it's easier to call me Nick. And it's like, no, dude. Something subconsciously must have told me, you know, Niko is the past, dude. Niko is what your mom wanted you to be, you know? Because my mom told me at some point, I don't think I manufactured this memory, that she wanted to call me Niko, but for some reason she called me Nicholas. Named, not call, name. So she wanted my name to be Niko, but she was like, I think it was just like one of those sort of like OCD things that like I would do, where you're like, just fucking hang up the towel this way, right? Like, she was like, I just don't want to have like a 4-letter word be your name. Anyway, that's how I remember it. And so she was like, I'll name you Nicholas, but I'll call you Niko. And so yeah, like I was Niko. Niko was like what my parents wanted me to be, dude. What my friends, what my parents. What if I just, dude? Do I have ADD? In high school, I would have been told I had ADHD and I needed to leave the fucking classroom. And that would have been Niko, dude. Fuck, dude. Oh, man. I'm going to get sick, man. I was talking about coronavirus 2 podcasts ago. And I keep sneezing, man. Is it allergies or am I fucking... Wipe some fucking drool off my mouth, man. Dude, I've been drooling. Now, in my sleep, I drool. What the fuck, man? You know, I lay with my head on the side, like this. My mouth is closed, dude. And then just fucking drool starts to fall. Does anybody know why that happens? Can anybody tell me what I'm doing wrong, dude? How do you sleep right? How do you not get up 3 times in the night and drool fucking a liter of fucking spit? But But yeah, man, I used to, dude, I used to be Niko, man, and now I'm Nick. All right, so fucking get with the program, man. Fucking excuse me. That's what Amelia would say every time I call her, dude. I don't know if this like annoys me, dude, or if it just makes me laugh. I think it makes me laugh, but I do it to annoy her. That's what it is. That's the inverse. Anytime we're on the phone, we're talking, and she's telling me a story about some fucking romantic thing that's happened or something, right? Something about her life, something personal, and then I'm just like, fucking, and she's like, excuse you. It's so funny, man. I don't know. But yeah, man. So I've left behind Niko, and what I was trying to get to is, if I had stayed Niko, dude, I would probably be doing this high right now. I would still be getting high. Or drunk. Maybe I would be doing this drunk, dude. High or drunk, or both. And then I would also just be... I wouldn't have published a memoir, dude. Fuck that. I would not have done that if I was Niko, dude. Dude, Niko was like fucking... I'll do the work quietly, but I'll never share it with anybody, dude. And if it feels uncomfortable, I'm gonna fucking rip it up and throw it in the garbage. That's what Niko was, dude. Like, I'll do all that on the side, and then I'll be a fucking angry, lonely kid that just fucking vents at the world his emotions. It was crazy, man. I was writing this morning, and so I'm writing this sort of fictionalized version of my youth, right? And I got to the point where I went to my first therapist, and so I was like, shit, dude. I made this list once of pros and cons, because I wanted to move in 11th grade. I wanted to move to San Francisco so that I could do my senior year of high school in San Francisco with my mom. Why am I holding this now, dude? It's fucking heavy. And so my therapist was like, you should make a list of pros and cons. And I was like, all right, fuck it. Why not? And so I wrote a list of pros and I was like, do I still have that list? So I went back to my old files, and apparently I've got like journal entries from when I was fucking in 2012, dude, 8 years ago. I was 16. And it was, dude, I was an angry kid. And I was also completely fucking like, this is society, dude, and this is me right here. Yeah. It was crazy, man. It was crazy to read that shit. But that's what Niko was like, man. I had something that was meaningful, but nobody cared, I didn't care, because I thought, that doesn't matter, dude, because that's what I was told, is like, fucking get the grades, get the girls, and fucking A, man. Get the grades, get the girls, and get the fuck out of Cancun, man. That was Nick, though. Dude, what is it with the sneezes? Is it cedar season? That's the one thing about Austin that, like, can I live here for the rest of my life, dude? And just wake up with the Sunday sniffles every fucking weekend? I don't know, man. The cedar season is serious here. The cedar season is serious here. Dude, you know what I just realized is that I didn't fucking lift my chair today. You know, normally normally I'm right here, dude. And today I'm doing it right here, man. But hey, you know, spontaneity, man. Spontaneity is the way of the future. Now I fucking messed up everything, dude. No, I didn't. Shut up, everyone. Dude, I should ride my bike soon. I haven't rode my, I haven't ridden. I don't know, dude. I don't know, like the participle. I don't know what those, what the form of that is, but I should ride my bike soon. I haven't been on my bike since I quit my job, probably. Was that the last time that I rode my bike? I think so, man. I think, yeah, like, dude, that was, oh man, that day. It was a Saturday, and my buddy Chris and I were going to Illinois the next day, and I was just like, dude, fucking life is my oyster, man. I could do with life what I please. You know, dude, it's weird. It's weird to not have a fucking job that you have to go to and present yourself and be like, fucking, hi, what can I get for you today? And, you know, not that I ever did that, but it's just like, you still gotta, somebody walked in and you gotta go and be like, hey, man, how's it going? You just like, fucking, I don't want to, dude, man. Fucking, I don't want to be your fucking cook, man. I don't want to cook for you, man. I don't want to cook for the rich people. It's weird too, like the different kinds of rich people that exist in Austin. And maybe it has more to do with the jobs that I've had, but you know, fuck, dude, what is with this microphone? When I worked at a Daily Juice Cafe, dude, and the people there were amazing. Like, not just my coworkers, but like the people that came there, dude. I think I've told this story before, but dude, it was like New Year's Eve, or not New Year's Eve. It was like December 30th or something, and I fucking had to work. And this guy that came in all the time, he would call in every single time, and I would pick up every time. We had his fucking credit card on file. We would make him his smoothie, and when he came in, dude, fucking, here you go, sir. No line, no paying, nothing. It was just fucking, here you go, sir. If there was a line, dude, I always made sure I got the smoothie and I gave it to him first. Because that's the order that the thing came in, right? In my head. But also, I was like, this guy's he's a baller, dude. I'm going to treat him like a baller. I treated everybody like a baller, dude. I treat everybody like ballers everywhere that I work, you know? It's like, when you realize the fucking, what's it called? Like, the cost of goods or whatever. Like, it costs you, say, $15 to get a large smoothie, dude. It costs the store, like, 50 cents per smoothie, dude. When I realized that, I was like, all right, dude. I got some tools at my disposal now, right? Still to benefit the company, dude, because that dude came in fucking every day, man. It's not about like, oh, dude, I'm going to start fucking handing out free shit. You know, but it's about like understanding what your job is and not just being somebody that's there to collect a paycheck. And so this dude, yeah, so I took care of this guy. Let's just put it that way. And then December 30th rolls around, right, like 2016. And he comes into the store and he walks over to the counter that I'm at. My manager and his girlfriend, who he hired to work there, fucking, that's a whole nother story. They were at a different counter, and I was over here where you serve the shit. They were taking the orders. You can't even see the other hand, right? Manager and his girlfriend, me, there's maybe like 8 feet of distance between us. And this guy, dude, I think his name was like Peter or something like that. He came in, and I was like, "Hey, Peter, what's going on, brother?" I got his smoothie out, put it on the counter. He walks over. He's like, "Oh, not much. Just getting ready for traveling, with the family for the holidays. Getting ready for the holidays. How about you, Nick?" And I was like, "Oh, just working." That fake, like, fucking, just working smile. And we just, like, chit-chat for 10 seconds. And then he was like, "Hey, Nick, Happy New Year's." Winks, dude. He fucking, "Happy New Year's." Tosses $100 bill at me, dude. Fucking, woo, dude. Dude. You don't know what that feels like until you know what that feels like, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if you've ever worked in the food service industry, man, not as a wait, because, dude, if you work at like a fucking luxury restaurant or whatever, like, I'm sure you get $100 tips all the time. But if you work at a fucking over-the-counter store, dude, you've never gotten a $100 tip, dude. Never, dude. I might be the only person in the history of over-the-counter cafe jobs who's received $100 bill as a tip, dude. And that was more validation than I ever got my whole childhood, man. You know what I mean, man? Like, fuck, dude. I mean, it was like, dude, this whole year's worth of putting him ahead of everyone else paid off, finally. Like, and dude, who does that, Like, that's the kind of that's the kind of man that I want to be when I grow up. That I can go into a store, order a smoothie, and be like, "Hey, Happy New Year, buddy." And throw them $100 bill, man, and just rock their fucking world, dude. Because that's what happened is, like, he purposefully, we had a tip jar, but he purposefully walked over to me, and I don't even think that he tossed it. I think what he did was more like a smooth, because he wore a suit and tie. He fucking walked in, he just, like, walks in, and then he fucking slipped it in. He's like, looks over, he's like, "Hey, Nick, Happy New Year." And he just fucking lifts his hand off, and there's $100 bill. And I was like, "Thanks, Peter. Thanks. You too." And then he walks away, dude, and the fucking wind is blowing in his hair, right? Like, dude, I don't know who had a better day, he or I. He or me, him or I, him and I. Like, I went home, dude, and I was like, "Woo! Fucking $100. He walked out of that store, and he was like, "Dude, I'm a fucking stud." He walked out of that store, and he was like, "Dude, I wiped my ass with hundreds. But today, I did a good deed with one instead." It's fucking crazy, man. But the point is that there are different kinds of rich people, The people at my last job, man, dude, had a guy come in. He was like, "You're wearing a mask?" And I was like, "It's a sign on the fucking door that says you have to be wearing too, man." He's like, "It's all a conspiracy. It's all a fucking conspiracy. You gotta fucking wear a mask." You believe that? I'm just fucking like, dude, I just work here, okay? Can you give me a break, man? I had to fucking follow the rules for 18 years, dude, in fucking high school. Do you think I liked that, dude? Do you think I believed in that? No. But I had to do it. So fucking cut me some slack, dude, and follow the rules, all right? This is a 5-minute interaction, dude. If I did it for 18 years, you can do it for 5 minutes. Can you not? Crazy, man. Crazy. Dude, I had some things I wanted to talk about, and then as usual, I just fucking start talking about random shit. I had a giveaway going. I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast. It was in the little description for the two last signed copies that I have of my memoir, We All Wear Masks, and the winners were chosen. If you weren't notified, then you weren't a winner, unfortunately. But we got one person in fucking Georgia, I think. Atlanta, maybe. Atlanta within Georgia. I don't know, dude. I don't know my geography. And then another person in my hometown, dude. One of my old classmates from like a long time ago. The algorithm picked her, you know? And I had to ship that shit, dude. I went to UPS first, and they were like, yeah, it's going to be $150. And I was like, dude, $150? Go fuck yourself, man. What are you going to... I could buy a fucking plane ticket to Cancun for $150 right now. I could transport myself, dude, and luggage for $150 in less time than it's going to take UPS to fucking ship a book, dude, in a fucking envelope this big. So I was like, you know, I'm not going to fucking do, like, I was like, $150. And the lady was like, yeah, your best option is to try USPS. But if you think it's going to get there soon, it's not. So, I don't know what you're looking for, son. And I was like, all right, fucking turn around and go fuck yourself, dude. You know, go to USPS, dude. And they're like, yeah, it's $20. And I'm like, all right, dude, that's still fucking a lot of money, but that's not $150, dude. And I can track it, dude. It's like, UPS, you're slacking, man. You know? The UPS, dude, you've got one less letter, but you got fucking $130 more. What's going on, man? But yeah, the point is, I have sent the 2 books out, and one of them was delivered already. The other one is going to Mexico, so it'll be a minute, but it is on the way. And I just wanted to thank everybody who signed up for the giveaway and everybody who's been supportive of the podcast and of the book and of my shit, you know. But what else, man? I want to do more giveaways in the future. It was fun. And it's also exciting just to like give shit away, you know. I've been selling things on Facebook Marketplace. Dude, I've been selling things on Facebook Marketplace. I made $100 in the last 2 weeks selling things on Facebook Marketplace that I don't need. You know, I sold some fucking kickboxing shin guards. I sold fucking My Little Steamer. You know, I've just like junk. You know, shit that you would get on like the TV show Hoarders. And actually I sold one of the like the screens for microphones this morning, and dude, the gall of the guy that showed up to pick up my fucking microphone screen. He shows up, dude. First of all, he texted me he was going to come last night. And then he was like, it's a 30-minute drive for me. The sun doesn't go down until like 9. It's really hot. I don't have AC in my car. I might just do it tomorrow morning when it's cooler. And I'm like, fucking okay, dude. You don't have AC in your car, dude? In Texas? And but I'm like, fine, dude. I get up at like 9 or 10 though, so it's gonna be just as fucking hot then. And he's like, that's fine. This morning, so I like go outside, dude. He gets here and he rolls up in a fucking 92 Buick LeSabre, whatever the fuck. Dude gets out of his car, puts on a mask, grabs 2 $5 bills from his pocket. The thing was listed for $10. He's got 2 $5 bills. I hand him the thing. He takes it out and he fucking starts to inspect it and like turn it around and look at it. And then he's like, is this broken here? This looks kind of like, you see this? Like it looks kind of like it's falling apart. And I was like, so do you not want it, man? Like, what are we doing here? You know? You want it or not? You want it or not, dude? It's a fucking screen. Does it matter that one of the fucking, what's it called? One of the fucking screws is loose, dude? Can you tighten it? Can you fucking tighten it, dude? Or is it too hard because you can't even fucking tighten up your own life, dude? So I was like, dude, you know, I wasn't like, ugh. I was just like, do you want it or not? Like, that's what I said. Do you want it or not? And he was like, will you take 5 for it? And dude, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, it's broken, is it? Oh, it's falling apart? Or do you just want the extra $5 so that you can fucking eat today, dude? Do you just need to keep 5 of those $10 so that you can fucking have a meal today, dude? Trying to barter with me for a $10 item, dude? Will you take 5? I said sure, and then I just fucking walked away, dude, because it's garbage. That's what it is. It's garbage to me. I handed him garbage, and he gave me money for it. Of course I'll take $5 for it. You fucking cheap cunt. Dude, that's what you are. Dude, it cost you more money to drive a half an hour in a fucking 92 Buick LeSabre than it does to fucking buy this for $5. Maybe that's what you needed it for, was gas money. I don't know, man. But you need to fucking get your life in order, dude. You know, you need to forget about tightening up my fucking microphone screen. You gotta tighten up your life, bro. You gotta tighten shit up. He had a window missing in his fucking car, dude. And when he rolled up, dude, and he parked kind of far away because he didn't see me. And then he found me. And then when he rolled the engine again, it was like, you know, like, fuck, whoa, dude. Like, I heard it fucking from inside of my fucking apartment almost. Like, Jesus. You wake your neighbors up with that shit every fucking morning when you get up to go to the fucking nearest Mickey D's for early morning McBreakfast. Fucking A, man. Dude, Facebook Marketplace is a weird place. You know? My brother's got a picture of the Marrakesh Marketplace, dude. That place looks weird, but it looks beautiful. Facebook Marketplace, dude, it just looks fucking weird, dude. Like, who buys a fucking... like, dude, I had this Hispanic mom and daughter roll up, dude, in a Lincoln. Roll up in a white Lincoln, dude, like a cream Lincoln, and buy my old soccer shoes Size 11 and a half, dude. Men's size 11 and a half Nike soccer shoes. And I had a mom and daughter roll up, dude, in a fucking cream Lincoln and pay me $20 for them. You know, like, I don't know, man. It's, if I'm gonna buy shoes, dude, I'm not gonna go on Facebook Marketplace. If I'm gonna fucking, and the shoes weren't for them, you know, maybe in that case I would. If it was for someone else, if I was gonna buy somebody else, dude, no. If I was gonna buy somebody else shoes, I would go on Facebook Marketplace even less, dude. Why would I, like, $20 versus going to a fucking academy, dude, and buying them for $30, brand new, where you know for sure nothing's wrong with them, dude? That's the thing with me. That's maybe why I'm not so good at handling money, and my brother is a little bit better, is that I'm the kind of guy that's like, if somebody tells me, oh, dude, don't buy that. You could find it for $30 less used, $30 cheaper used on eBay. I'm like, yeah, but then I got to deal with, like, what if it's broken, dude? You know? I'm that kind of untrustworthy motherfucker. That's why I don't want to use Facebook Marketplace for anything except to sell. It's because I would rather pay an extra $10 or $20 or $30 for my item and get it shipped brand new and open the box, dude. It's like I'm spending money on something. I don't ever spend money on things, you know. But if I'm going to spend money on something, if I'm going to spend money on a material possession, I want to have the experience of acquiring a material possession, not some fucking somebody's garbage, dude. That's the thing is I mean, kudos, you know, is it kudos to them, but like, if I was like, hey Rob, to my brother, I was like, do you want these size 11 and a half Nike shoes for $20? He would be like, dude, for what? So that I can throw them in our fucking trash can, dude? But then here rolls up a mom and daughter, and they're like scrounging for the $20, hand it to me, and they're like, you know, they're fucking, to them, maybe that's what it feels like to me to go to academy. I just don't, maybe if I had a car, dude, maybe that's it. I'm not gonna fucking ride my bicycle, dude. Dude, I sold my bike helmet, because I have two. I sold one of my bike helmets, and I had somebody ride their bicycle to my house, to my apartment, and purchase a bicycle helmet, dude. Yeah, dude. But if you're not on Facebook Marketplace, I highly recommend you just look around your apartment and you're like, what do I have here that I haven't touched in 2 years that I could sell? $5, $10, $15, doesn't matter, dude. Do it 8 or 9 times, you got $100, man. And you know, for somebody that's currently unemployed, $100 is not garbage. But shoes that I don't wear, that I haven't worn since 2016, dude, that is garbage. And yeah, man, I probably will also at some point build some kind of care package and just take it over to the fucking the grass lots in front of the HEB, where fucking apparently is the new Skid Row, you know? Because I'm sure it's better to do that than to give it to Goodwill. But anyway, man, what am I at? I'm 48 fucking minutes in, approximately. So, yeah, dude, I guess I'll close it, you know, as usual. I will close it with a little bit more serious note. not even like a super serious, but it's just like, yeah, dude, I don't have to judge or label it. So I mentioned my friend Megan came over this past Wednesday, but I didn't mention why. She came over so that she could be my guide and my trip sitter. If you don't know what that is, it's for, if you do psychedelics and you want to do it, the way that it was intended to be done for healing, you want to have somebody there with you, right? And so Megan is somebody that's had experiences with ayahuasca. If you've listened to her podcast, you know Megan. But if not, she's had experience with plant medicines and a lot of these things. She's done yoga for a long time, so she's on her own healing journey. And so I invited her over just to hold space for me. I ate 6 grams of mushrooms, and which is a gram over the the average hero's dose, which is where I think people have most of their breakthroughs. I decided to do 6 because I've heard of people that have to do 8 or 9 whose egos are too big, and I was like, all right, I've done other psychedelics in the past that are more intense than mushrooms, and I've done some recently, so my threshold is probably higher, and I have a big ego. Let me do 6 because I don't want to do 8 or 9 and freak myself out, but I don't just want to do 5 in case that's not enough. She came over. She brought some like incense, some fucking charcoal that she burned. She set the ambiance for me. And then I used a face mask and some music, lied down on my bed, and she just sat on the floor, sort of where I am right now. And she just read for 2 hours and sort of just held some quiet space for me. And then she went outside my bedroom. She was just hanging out in the living room. And I got up, I went outside and checked in with her. And I started to feel a little bit tired. So I came back in my room and lied down again. And as I was lying down, just looking out my window, I was like, dude, maybe it's not going to hit me. It wasn't what I expected. It's not as intense. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I have it pretty much under wraps. Maybe I should have done 8 or 9. And then, dude, it fucking... As soon as I said that, or as soon as I thought that, it was like a fucking tsunami hit me, dude. A tsunami of emotions and memories. It was... I've talked about my experiences with ketamine here, and I want to differentiate. I think what ketamine helped me do was, break down my ego, because I think I still have an ego, right? But I think compared to my ego before ketamine, compared to my ego before I moved to Austin, like I said, I'm not Niko anymore. I'm Nick. And so ketamine was more about the ego, but mushrooms, dude, that was more about grieving for me. And I'd never experienced anything like this. I was in the fetal position on my bed, just looking out my window, and it was peace and quiet and nothing really going on. And just, like this utter sense of calm. And I thought about my dad, and I thought about, man, he's in his mid-60s, I think, maybe late 60s. And I haven't seen him in 2 years. And I don't know how much longer he's got left. And that thought took me down this fucking tsunami of like, oh yeah, you want to think about your dad? Let's think about your dad 20 years ago, dude. Let's think about your dad when you were 6, 7, 8 years old. And now let's think about all of your family and about you when you were 6 and 7 years old. And I just started weeping, dude. Like, but it wasn't like, it wasn't the way that I cry in present day, you know, because when I cry in present day, it hurts, dude. Like, my throat hurts sometimes afterward. You feel all clogged up, right? This was like I was draining fluids from my body, and it was happening whether I wanted it to or not, you know. It was like I was just this vessel, just allowing all of these past emotions to come through me, and I just, it revealed to me how much of my trauma was just being alone, you know, not necessarily anything happening to me, just being alone, and just, you know, just being alone, dude. Like, I kind of had a rational or a logical understanding, a mental map of like, oh yeah, like kids shouldn't be alone, and that's pretty traumatic. But dude, I relived it. It was like my childhood home was all around me again, and my sister was in her bedroom, my brother was in his, my dad was somewhere else, my mom was in her bedroom, and I was just in my bed fucking crying alone. And I don't know, there's so much that I learned. I think the main thing that this did was it just, which is what psychedelics, the point is to, you know, there's mind expansion, but then there's also healing from trauma, and processing unprocessed emotions, which is, I think that's what I did. Because for an hour and a half to 2 hours, I just bawled my eyes out, man, as a 7-year-old. And, you know, like, I wasn't hallucinating. I was still in my bedroom. I knew exactly where I was, what was going on, but it was like that was all that was in my awareness now, was my childhood home, and just emotions that I had repressed somehow. Like, I don't know, it's so bizarre how you can just fucking eat these crumbs and mushrooms and like branches from the ground, and then you go back to your childhood. Like, that's the bizarre concept. But yeah, it I realized because of it that how true it is that I do have trauma, how true it is that I have a lot of emotion that is stuck in me somewhere, that is hidden from me, that I will need to release with many of these sessions in due time. And how true it is that everyone's got the same thing going on. Like, I felt more connected to my family, but not my current family, right? Because my current family, even though they are so much more, my current family is my mom and my sister and my dad not being able to respect boundaries, and my brother and I, like, not always seeing each other's perspective like exactly the way we wish we could. It is, it's a lot of things, but in that moment it was just like we were all these hurt people, these pure creatures that were just experiencing pain, and I was able to have compassion for all of us. It sounds so weird, I know. It still sounds weird to me. But yeah, like it was like I was holding two realities at once. One was me as a young boy weeping in the fetal position, and one was me as a 24-year-old very aware of what was happening to my 7-year-old self and being like, hey kiddo, hey buddy, it's okay. You know, it's okay that you're afraid. It's okay that you're sad. It's gonna pass. Just feel it. Just feel it out. Just let it pass through you. I'm gonna be here when it's over. I'm gonna be here during it if you need me. Like, I was able to empathize and have compassion for myself, and to realize like, oh, this thing that was so scary, it's okay. It was just an emotion. I just had to feel that. But at the time, it was like the world is ending because I didn't have a shoulder to fall on, or, you know, anybody to bounce my feelings off of. And yeah, it just made me realize how many times in my 0 to 18 I was fucking bawling my eyes out alone with no one to hold me, and how painful that was. It was crazy, man. It was fucking one of the most I don't want to say magical, but like one of the most rewarding experiences of my life is to come that close to your emotions, and to understand, you know, finally understand experientially, oh, there is, you know, there's like 3 compartments. There is whatever happens, whatever input I receive on a day-to-day and how I feel about that. That's one emotional compartment, and I'm pretty good at, you know, feeling that. I'm getting good at that. And then there is like the accessible, the past memories and trauma that I have access to. You know, breaking up with my ex-girlfriend. Sometimes when I cry, you know, that's still a lot of what I go to. Because I have access to it. I did grieve it, and so I do have access to it. I had my fucking brother to cry on his shoulder when that happened. And so that, even though that did still feel like, fuck, this is the end of the world, I had somebody there with me that was like, yeah, dude, this is uncomfortable and really painful. I'm here for you. And then there's the third compartment, which is just like your fucking ego or your brain is like, that's some scary shit, dude. I'm just going to put this in a lockbox where you have no access to it so that you don't have to worry about that ever again. But, you know, every now and then I'm going to shake the fucking lockbox, and something's going to come out that you least expect to, and it's going to affect your present day. Because, you know, trauma affects the way that we behave. And I had never had access to that lockbox before. Never, dude. This was the first time. It was like, all right, dude, you got 2 hours. Here you go. You know, take whatever you want out of it. Take whatever comes with it. Take whatever comes out of it, and then put the lock back. But this time, I'm not going to give you the key yet, because I can't just like sit down and do the same thing without mushrooms, right? It's not like I learned how to do this magically. But I'm going to let you know that box is there now. That's now going to be part of your awareness, because you now have an experience opening that box. So yeah, man, I don't know. It's just like, it's given me a lot of hope for somebody like me. You know, they grew up somewhere where people don't talk about emotions, don't fucking understand how to feel them, never taught how to feel them. It was disheartening at times to think like, all right, I have an understanding of my narrative, but I don't have the tools to feel the things I need to feel. And to finally know, like, this thing that I knew existed and I had been preparing for and wanting to try, to finally be able to try it and to see, oh shit, dude, this fucking works. This is insane. and it fucking works, is like, all right, dude, I'm going to get to where I need to get to then. You know, I'm going to get to where I need to get in life. As long as I'm willing to do these sessions, not for fun, but just to bring up my old trauma and then let it go, feel it and then let it go, I'm going to get to where I need to get to in life. Like, I genuinely feel that I don't know where that is, you know. I don't know how much control I can even have over that. But I know, just like, if I keep doing that work, like, I am on track, dude. And yeah, I don't know. It's not something that I'm like, dude, you should try it, fucking, but like, if that resonates with you at all, or if there is any part of you that feels this push to, you know, oh, what is this thing he's talking about, you know, do some research on it. Because I think, and this isn't an original idea, but people are saying that this is the future of psychology. So yeah, man, I did 6 grams of mushrooms, and I wanted to share with you and end the podcast on that note, because it's fun to laugh, dude, and it's fun to have a good time. But it's also, you know, about doing work and trying to help you guys in some way. And this is probably the most profound experience of my life. One of definitely top 3 most profound experiences of my life. And so it would be irresponsible, I think, not to share my experience. Again, whether you do it or not, I don't care, man. Maybe you don't need it. People don't. Not everybody needs psychedelics. But if you don't have access to that lockbox, and meditation and yoga and all those things haven't given you access, I just want you to know that there are other options, you know? So thank you for listening. I'm 6 minutes over. Thank you for listening to the fucking Pupil's Life. And thank you to everyone who listened to the last episode with Aaron Tyler. That was, you know, that was like another profound experience. Was just, oh shit, dude. This company that I dream about working for, that I moved to Austin because I wanted to work for, I get to talk to the creative director there and ask her questions for 45 minutes, dude. I'm so fucking so humbled that happened, and grateful to Aaron, not only for allowing that, for allowing us to have that conversation, but for fucking showing up, you know, and actually being vulnerable. I've re-listened to that episode a couple times, and I keep finding things that I'm like, fuck, dude. I had thought about that so many times before, but I'd never really put the words to it, you know? So yeah, thank you all for supporting the podcast and for listening, and have a great fucking week, man. Peace.